it's Stephanie with Cauliflower Foods. Welcome to our Nashville kitchen. We are so excited to be traveling across the country to be here with this amazing chef. We have Chef Charity Morgan with us and Rachel.
Awesome! So excited to have her here. Now, before we get into all the goodness, take a moment, subscribe to this channel because you are going to want to have notifications whenever we have a new episode released because these are just too good to miss. You want them right away. Now, Chef Charity Morgan is actually the vegan chef to the Tennessee Titans, which is so freaking cool, by the way.
It's weird, yeah.
Tell us how you got into that. Like, how did you get to be the chef for the Tennessee Titans? Because that's pretty amazing.
It actually happened organically. It happened with me when my husband decided he wanted to become vegan and eat more plant-based meals. I knew that I had to support him in that.
So who's your husband? Because people may not know this.
Let's clarify this. My husband is Derek Morgan. He's number 91 of the Tennessee Titans. He's your outside linebacker going on 9 seasons. That's seasons.
Awesome.
We love you, Derek. You're awesome.
So it's pretty cool to see athletes that's constantly putting into their self, and that's him. So when he decided he wanted to become plant-based, I said, all right, let me help him out because I knew his options were going to be very slim at the facility. And
you don't see a lot of athletes that are vegan. I mean, you don't hear about that a lot. You hear about them eating all the chicken and all the beef and all the protein.
It's a misconception of what we have of what a vegan looks like, but they come in all shapes and sizes.
I've seen your husband. You wouldn't look at him and say that man must be vegan because he looks like an athlete.
He's eating like nuts and like grass and stuff.
No, he's not. He's not. He eats a lot too. So it happened organically by me sending him meals, and then other players started kind of noticing, and it went from Derek to three athletes that was like, hey, I want some meals too. Can I be a part of the meal plan? And it became this overnight meal plan. It wasn't a meal plan service. It was just me cooking for my husband, and then 3 people to 6 people, and then towards the end of the year, even the last week, I had people coming on, and so cool. It got to a point where I literally had to put people on a waiting list because it was just me. I didn't have enough manpower. So it was cool, and it taught me so much, and it grew this passion of what I have inside of me for doing more of this at a bigger scale.
I love it. I love it. And I follow you on Instagram, and I see all these beautiful creations that you make, and I'm personally not vegan, but I want to make more vegan items because they look amazing.
Yeah, just do it for fun. And the pizza I'm going to do today, it's a great example of you're not sacrificing flavor. You could do this as a hors d'oeuvre for one of your next shindigs that you're doing.
Like appetizer.
And you can cut them into squares. You don't have to cut them into triangles, and then do 2 of these, and that's going to feed a crowd.
So what are you making today? Because I'm loving the topping selection that you have right here. I'm excited to see what you're going to create.
And so your canvas, right?
Yes,
this is
your canvas. This is my favorite crust, by the way, and this is not because these girls are here. This is my hands down favorite crust. I've tried other crusts, and it just does everything you want it to do, and it has so much flavor. So I wanted to create a very simple, raw vegan pizza. We always think of pizzas being cheesy, but I wanted something cold that I could just grab. You can put in the refrigerator. And this is going to be a bruschetta raw pizza. So
that sounds so good.
We can go into it.
Show us what you make here.
So first, before we start, we went ahead and prepped the crust. As always, we popped it in the oven on our vented pan. With the vegan crust, we've all discussed that 400 degrees works best. So 400 degrees, about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
And we've let it rest, and it's got great, firm stability, and it's firm, it's crispy, and so now we're going to top it.
So this right here is just a vegan-based ricotta cheese. I love Kite Hill ricotta cheese.
We love Kite Hill too. Kite Hill, we love you.
Yeah, I'm not huge on brands, but that brand and this brand, they're like a happy marriage, okay? So this is just some almond ricotta, a little bit of salt and pepper, and I usually cheat and put like a teaspoon of Italian season and a little bit of garlic, and that just wakes up the ricotta so you have flavor throughout every bite. That's what they teach us in culinary school. Everything needs to be seasoned, even your water when you're boiling. So
learning something new. I love this. I love the term wake up. Let's wake up our food.
Let's wake up our food. And if you don't have access to Kite Hill, there's a very simple cashew ricotta recipe I have on my website. It's www.chefcharitymorgan.com, and it's under my sweet potato lasagna.
Ooh,
Yum.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that out. That sounds amazing.
I've made a ricotta before, like a cashew-based one.
Yeah.
And I used it in a couple different like cauliflower recipes as well.
It's so simple.
It's easy. I think people are intimidated with the idea and that go-to, always thinking, cheese, cheese, cheese. But oh my gosh, once you like take the time and make that opportunity to really sample it, like
Right.
this is better than I thought.
It is.
Not to be scared, thinking, well, I grew up on cheese and that's the way it needs to be. Because
Plant-based world
Yeah.
is fun because it's like no compromise.
right.
You're not compromising anything, and it's
No.
fun because once you eat it, you don't feel as bad.
Oh, that bloated feeling.
No, you don't get all that.
Yeah.
Well, dairy disagrees, I think, with a lot of people, and they may not even realize that this happened with my youngest son, where he was having some digestive issues, and we tried taking out so many things out of his diet, and
Yep.
the dairy feed was the factor.
Right.
That just
It
made him
is.
feel so much better.
I had that same issue.
Yeah.
And I've seen the best posts, and it's like, oh gosh, sometimes you see posts and you want to ignore them because you're like, clearly that doesn't apply to me. It said it best, and it said, dairy, you're not lactose intolerant. It's your body, that milk was for a calf. It's not for a human being. And I'm like, God, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah. It hits home.
Olive oil?
So again, we season everything. So ricotta is just laid down, nice even layer, and I kind of like to have like a pretty lip around it because it just looks good.
Again, you eat with your eyes first, right?
You
wanna,
eat with your eyes first, and this is just a nice slight drizzle on your arugula.
Oh my gosh, I
That
spilled
looks
salt and pepper.
so good.
Yep, we need some salt and
That
pepper.
looks so good.
And the reason why this is because arugula. Why don't you go ahead and hit it with some salt and pepper, just a little bit. Arugula, it looks pretty like spinach leaves, and if you're doing kale and you're not cooking it and you're using it raw, a little tip, just drizzle it with some oil and some salt and pepper, season it.
Do you ever add a little like lemon juice? Sometimes that
You can
perks it up
add
a little
lemon
bit.
juice.
Yeah.
It just,
It doesn't need a lot.
no,
No.
it doesn't. It gives it a nice pretty sheen. And again, flavor everything.
Right.
No one wants to feel like they're just,
But it doesn't have to be weighed down. Again, that idea, like
No.
dressings and everything else, a little bit,
just a little bit
yeah.
goes a long
like with
way.
makeup, a little bit goes a long way. Too much. This can be a little scary.
Right.
So,
This is beautiful.
This is just a really quick bruschetta. The recipe, are you guys going to be posting that on the
website.
Okay, so we'll have this posted on the website. It's really simple. I like using cherry or grape tomatoes because it kind of keeps a pretty shape and it's easier. A little bit of zest. I zest my garlic. Yes, I use a lemon zester and I zest it
That's a
because it makes
great
it
idea.
more
Yeah.
fine and it
Yeah.
kind of gets it into every bite. Salt, pepper, some basil, and a little bit of balsamic, like a tablespoon. That's all you need, and salt and pepper. Bruschetta, I know you see it on menus and then you get intimidated. It's the easiest thing in life to do. So we're just going to drizzle this.
Oh, that looks
On
so
it.
beautiful.
amazing.
Absolutely beautiful.
I love the different colored tomatoes too.
Oh, I do too. This is
Well,
beautiful.
and with heirloom tomatoes now, I mean, and the organic
yeah.
market really exploding, you can go, and gosh, for summertime in your own garden. I mean, people are growing their own
Yeah.
produce. Fabulous.
This is fun.
Look at that. Look at that. Just stunning. Now there's
So like she said, you eat with your eyes first. So
That's
this is
absolutely
just
right.
gonna kind of pull that balsamic that we had from the tomatoes, and we're just gonna drizzle. And this is store bought. Okay, you can
Yeah.
make it yourself.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
why? I mean,
Yeah.
why? Why do that?
Stink at the house.
like
Yeah.
the cauliflower pizza crust, right?
Why? Why do that to yourself?
And wow your friends. I mean, because they're like, whoa, that's beautiful, but whoo, hello. wait a
Balsamic
second.
reduction, it sounds so fancy, but all it is just reduced to a syrup. And you just drizzle that on top.
Oh, yeah.
And that's it. And I'll give you the honors.
Okay.
Cut that out. That
Yeah.
looks incredible. I mean,
Okay.
if you're having like a dinner party or if you're going to some place, this would make it the perfect appetizer because it's fresh. You don't have to worry about it getting cold in transport. And I mean, it looks amazing.
You can make it an hour ahead and just stick it in the refrigerator. And it's fun. My kids love stuff like
would.
this.
Huh?
Do you want a big wedge?
Oh, yeah, but let's let her try it first.
No, I'll let you try.
Okay.
I'll let you try.
I could do a smaller wedge.
You have the
I'll take-
honors first.
I was getting really excited. I think I'll take a big wedge. I want a big one.
I've had plenty of this.
Oh my
I
goodness.
could eat a whole pizza by myself.
I love the vegan crust. It's my favorite. It's my go-to. Like after a run, I'll toast that baby up.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
some hummus. I mean,
I'm
it's
going
really
in.
versatile. All
Very
right.
versatile.
Mm-hmm.
Girlfriend. Oh,
You got it going on.
It's fun.
You guys, this is so good, so fresh. I don't even care if it's vegan. It tastes amazing.
don't tell anyone it's vegan.
Yeah,
just
don't.
serve it to them. They're like, oh my god, that's so amazing. You're like, it is amazing.
That's the key.
Right.
When I cook, I don't tell people it's vegan. I'm like, by the way, that's a vegan truffle mac and cheese you're eating.
Yeah.
I just it's food.
It's food.
And
right?
then when they're done and they lick the plate and they're just like, can I have more? I'm like, yeah, by the way, that was vegan. They're like, what? To see their expression.
Again, it's changing the mindset and just saying, you're
is.
feeding the soul. And when you come to a table and you see this, it was, made with love and
Yes.
intention. And God, what you're doing here is just absolutely amazing.
It's fun. It is.
And you're changing lives. I think that is absolutely beautiful.
It's an education process. It's unlearning. That's what I said. We have to unlearn a lot because we feel like, okay, my mother, my father, my grandparents, they ate meat their whole life, and my grandmother lived to 90 years old. And I tell people, I mean, that was a necessity then, and your grandmother wasn't eating factory farming. And they're like, oh, yeah,
and
you're
that
right.
is it. My great grandmother, 99, lived on her own till 96. She was a farmer, lost her husband really early, and she raised like 9 kids independently. And they farmed, and they went out and milked the cow. So that high fat, all that, but they grew it in their garden, and you knew where your food came from. Why not get back to that?
Yeah.
It makes a difference.
It does. It
And
does.
it tastes so good.
Yeah.
It tastes so good.
That's right.
I love this for the spring too. I mean, as we're getting warmer weather and we're gonna get a lot of
Especially in
tomatoes
Nashville. It's a
in.
lot warmer here.
This is awesome.
Yeah,
So
summer, right?
Where can people find more information on you, your recipes? Would you just let them know where the best place is?
Okay, I have 2 outlets I use the most. I mean, I've subscribed to all of them, but you can find me on Instagram at Chef Charity Morgan, and I'm on there posting tips, and I'll point out things that you didn't think are vegan that are actually vegan. So it's just fun to see a different perspective, whether you're vegan or not. It's just fun to see what else is out there. Just get out of your own way and see what else is out there. And then most of my more longer recipes or full recipes are on my website, and that's just chefcharitymorgan.com.
I love it. Charity, thank you so much for coming on. Let's Cooking with Cauliflower. This has been amazing.
Yep.
Guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel right now. If you haven't done it in the beginning, do it now because you're going to want to see. We have more episodes actually coming up with Charity and some other amazing guests here in Nashville.
So again, from our kitchen to yours, check us out, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.